Cambio mill-organizzazzjoni Refugees in Libya huwa refuġat mill-Sudan t'isfel, mis-South Sudan, u ħajkellimna jagħmel 4 kelmiet u din l-okkażjoni. Grazzi.
I can't say thank you to the people who have come here today because I find no pressure in looking at the cameras and people surrounding me to speak about people who have been murdered, to speak about people who had to lose their lives because of border externalization, because of border brutality. I'm speaking to you today as a person who has been affected since birth, being born in an internal displaced camp in my country. And at the age of 2 months old, I had to flee with my family, crossing border, being on the move for 25 years, and then crossing different African countries until I reached the North African country where I heard the word illegal, a word which is against the way of living, a word which is against human value, a word which humans does not suppose to use on other human beings. But this word came from the other side of the Mediterranean, from our European authorities, from the politics that started in the West. We have suffered, we have lost lives because of this word. No one is illegal because we look at ourselves with the same unique value that these people who draw their policies with the pens, and we suffer the consequences with our life, with our blood, with our loved ones, with our friends, who have to die not only on the Mediterranean, the border externalization, the EU policies that have extended all the way to the Sahel, to Niger, to Libya, to Tunisia, to Morocco. We have seen what is happening and what has happened since 2014 in Morocco, between Spain. We have seen children dying at our coast of Malta, in Lampedusa. We have seen people being sent back to Libya in inhuman concentration camps, where we are detained, and all this system is financed by our European authorities. All these systems are financed under our watch as the common people. It's the time when we come to look at these issues, to question what were the abilities of these people, what were their values, what could they have been. If you are a journalist, if you are making photos today, this could be the same people. If you are here holding banners because you feel that there is a human face somewhere, these are the values of the same people that we left to die at our cost. These are the same people that our authorities have manipulated, that they are coming to invade our country. These are the same people that our politicians that we elected have manipulated us, that they do not deserve to live in peace. Yet when we look at the circumstance where we are fleeing from, it's a war. It's a war regime, it's a civil war, it's different political indifferences that the Western politics have caused. I question myself why I had to leave my country, why I had to flee away. 8 years losing contact with my family, and then forced to take on the Mediterranean because there was war in my country, because there was a lot of weapons, there was a lot of political indifferences brought upon us by the Western policies. It's a time today where we have to question everything. It's a time when we go diving in, swimming in the Mediterranean, we have to question what is inside, in the depths of the Mediterranean. In the depths of the Mediterranean is a dream, is a child, is a 4-year-old child who had to die, whose hope, whose parent tried to bring to safety, where she could live and have a dream, where she could live and have a value of human quality. But as a migrant, as a refugee, as an economic immigrant, as how we have been categorized by the humanitarian organization, by the international community, by the politicians that we elect, we are none of this. We cannot breathe. Today, it's a responsibility upon all of us to start contributing towards a better change, to start confronting our authorities, to change this deadly border regime. I hope today you have learned something. I hope today you can imagine that the people whose shoes are here are people who could sit with you at a dining table, are your children that you could wake up every morning to send to school, but has just their shoes There are none of these. Be part of the change, please. Thank you.